October 20th, 2022, Thursday, early AM, brisk, mid Michigan. I'm going to talk about something that might chapter crack a little bit. It might not. But let's let the facts speak for themselves and leave our opinions, emotions, religious beliefs, or the lack thereof at the door. And let's talk about instead the reality of where we're going to be in the near future. And that is within the digital age, like it or not. In that digital age, it is highly speculated. I'm not going to say it's going to be, I'm saying it's highly speculated that XRP is going to be the new currency, or the means by which currency is transferred from one sovereign currency to another, whatever it might be. And then the entire ecosystem, aka network of the Ripple network, which is XTC, is also going to be integrated with that as they make more and more bridges and partnerships with other cryptocurrencies due to their speed, efficiency, green, right? Things of that nature. It's highly speculated that XRP is going to be the new gold. And also highly speculated that gold will be tied directly to XRP at a 1-to-1 ratio. If you're in the precious metals community, as I like to think that I still am, even though I haven't stacked anything since 2019, after the last major dip, I never bought anything since because premiums went ballistic and they have not settled down since. So therefore I have not bought because I refuse to pay such an exorbitant premium over spot. So I'm done. And it's good that I am. The other day, I still watch the metals. I still have that itch to purchase more gold. I considered it the other day. But I quickly repented because I've not yet met my goals with my XRP holdings. So instead of spending $1,655 plus premium to get 1 ounce of physical gold in my possession, right, for basically $1,800 and change dollars for an American Gold Eagle, I decided to round it down to $1,600. And that $1,600 got me 3,310 full XRP tokens to add to my stack. I consider it 3,310 ounces of future digital gold, already converted into a spendable liquid asset, as opposed to purchasing 1 ounce of physical gold plus a jacked up out of reason premium that I'll never see again, that needs to be converted into a liquid spendable asset, which would then at that time at a 1-to-1 ratio cost me a portion of an XRP token, thus burning it out of existence, giving me in turn what? Not a full XRP token, but fractions of it. Because it costs energy to convert a physical asset into a digital asset. It costs a portion, a fraction of a token to do that, to digitize it. And it poof, burns it right out of existence. Why would you buy a single ounce of XRP in the future when today you can buy 3,310 ounces of XRP gold today? Think about it. 1-to-1 ratio. Let's just say, for all intent purposes, to keep it easy, let's say gold is pegged to XRP at $1,655, or let's say $1,600 to keep it easier. One XRP is $1,600. 1 ounce of gold is $1,600. Today you can buy 3,310 XRP ounces of gold for what it would take you to purchase 1 ounce of physical gold. And in the future, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. It's pretty much a no-brainer. You could even cut that in half, right? Nobody says you have to spend that full $1,600 on XRP. You could buy a half ounce of gold at a jacked up premium, and then the rest throw down on XRP, or a 1/4 ounce of gold if it makes you happy. If you need to hold something in your hand and clink it around with the other gold pieces that you got. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of eye-opening encouragement, not advice, because, you know, that's stupid to give advice, because it just doesn't make sense. But I'm trying to enlighten you a little bit. You're essentially doing the same thing, but what you've done is you've put a bunch of other steps in front of you, and you've actually lessened you've increased. Have you increased or lessened your odds? I don't know how to put that. Let's just say you're putting the odds more into your favor by diversifying yourselves. Let's say you have a bunch of cash in your stack, and you got a bunch of silver, a bunch of gold, platinum, palladium, rhodium, and you've got a bunch of investments in the stock market, but you don't have anything at all into crypto. The place that we're going to, the place that we're already in, the digital age, you're not preparing yourself for that future, which is factual. It's not speculative. It's completely factual that we're going to be in the digital age. You do realize that, right? Again, you got to drop your emotions, religious beliefs, your approval, your disapproval, your opinions, all of it. You got to leave it at the door, man. You got to know how to roll with what is. Whether your opinion says that the glass is half empty or says that the glass is half full, while they're both correct, they're both based on perspective and opinion and preference. There's the optimistic and there's the pessimistic, right? Go to the fact. It's half. It is what it is. It doesn't care if you like it or approve of it, what your opinion or perspective or belief or anything is. The fact is in the middle. It's half. Period. Can't argue that. You're both right and wrong at the same time, because fact is that it's half. I think I've made myself clear. And I think that as one who is in it, it's in my best interest personally for myself to be in it. Here's the other cool thing. Let's say that I realize at some point, or I feel that I've got a little bit too much into it, that maybe I bit off a little bit more than I could chew. That's cool. You know what I can do? I can unload it. Nothing wrong with that if I'm even. And here's the funny thing. XRP has been trending at like plus or minus 1 cent. Yep. It hasn't been fluctuating all that much. That means it's pretty much stable right now. That's in weight. It's in weight. It's in a holding pattern. Why is that? Because everyone that holds XRP, nobody's selling it, nobody's trading it. Very few people, plus or minus a penny. Plus or minus a penny. That's all you see. Yeah. Very few people are trading it. If you see it dumped, that's a lot of people that have lost their patience, that have held on to it for too long, or they've run into hard times and they need to sell some of their assets. That's just the way it is. But check this out. So let's say you've got, I don't know, I'm going to go crazy here. Say you got 10 grand. Some of you guys watching that are into it, you're like, 10 grand, man, that ain't nothing, dude. I got like 100K into it, or 50 grand, or 30, or whatever. But let's just say, to keep it realistic and down to earth, you got 10 grand into cryptos, and you need that cash back or a portion thereof. Boom, it's done. You didn't even have to leave your chair, man. Right? And it goes in your account. You got your money back. How easy is that to do with gold and silver? Let's say you just bought a monster box of ASEs, right? Which right now is I'd never ever even fathom doing that. Not at these prices. But let's say you did. And you realized about 4 months after that, man, I really couldn't afford doing that. Well, due to the volatility of the precious metals market, you might have gained. Chances are you're going to lose. Why is that? Because of the premiums you're paying. Yep. See, the premiums you're paying right now on an American Silver Eagle is ridiculous. It's guaranteeing that you're not going to win. Same with the gold. But your odds are better if you bought the gold, because why? It's all condensed into 1 ounce. And gold makes leaps and bounds when it does. Silver, not so much. Not so much. Very rarely does silver make leaps and bounds to the point where you can come to a break-even point at today's premiums. Back when I was buying it, it wasn't so hard. You know, you had the dollar cost average wisely, and you could get to the point where you could break even, plus a little profit maybe. But nonetheless, then you have to factor in shipping and insurance on the product that you ship back to the bullion houses if you do it online. And if you do it locally, well, see, there's all these steps that you have to take. And here's the other thing, and let's admit it. It's really, really hard to take something that you're holding in your hand and give it back, isn't it? For those of you that have sold it, it's hard to do it, man. It's hard to watch your stack diminish. It's hard to hand over that physical piece of gold or that physical silver. It's hard to hand it back for less than what you paid for it, mind you. When, if you were to do that with your crypto, the right ones, of course, it's easy and it's quick. The other thing is that if you're in the right cryptos, your chances of gaining are very high. Your chances of loss are equal, but here's the thing, your loss isn't as great as it would be with, say, a whole monster box of ASEs. Are you following me? I was once entirely against it. And again, whether I'm against it or not, or for it, it's irrelevant. what I am about is the facts, and that part I appreciate. And so I'm doing my best to learn how to live within this new digital age coming. Take the knowledge and experience that I have gained from years and years of stacking precious metals, taking all that experience, my gains, my losses, my wins, loses, what I should not have bought, and I'm applying all of that knowledge onto this stuff. And I'm telling you what, man, if you're in precious metals, you will realize really quick how the game works. And you'll be like, man, why didn't I do this sooner? But here's the other cool part. There's so many of these cryptos out there that had we bought in sooner, we'd be upside down right now because it was a bull market. Right now is a bear market pretty much across the board for everything. Look into it for yourself. Make your own decisions. Do it, don't do it. I don't care personally. I mean, it's not going to affect me. It's going to affect you. This is all about you. But I'm just here to try to give you some encouragement to, at the very least, start learning about this stuff, because this is the system you're going to be living in, like it or not. So it's best to have that knowledge in your head. It's best to have as much experience as possible under your belt. Gird up your loins, man. Pull your britches up, tie them off, and get ready for this new age, dude. Because it's on our heels right now. You'll learn so much. At the same time, you'll feel stupid. But, you know, you got to take the sprinkles with the icing sometimes. You know? Anyways, I think that's all I got. Just keep it in the back of your mind, man. As a babe in all this crypto stuff, like I said, I've gained so much knowledge about it. There are a lot of things that I do like about it. Yep. It's just not all about that. It's just about being prepared. Add that to your list of preps, right? Knowledge is power, my friend. And I appreciate you hanging out with me for under 20 minutes. Thanks, man. Till next time. See you.